Hi guys, welcome back to this sunny day that we're having finally. Again, it's back and forth. Sunshine, cloudy, sunshine, cloudy. So I always take advantage of the sunshine to make you guys an update. This is the callisamon or bottle brush tree coming back for spring. Comes back at different times of the year. Spring and autumn. So that's going to be covered in red flowers in a couple of weeks. That's a dwarf variety, so we don't want it to go over the house. Gardenia is also out. This one's been out for a while, and many more coming over the course of spring and summer. Most of you, however, are here for this, for the new growth in the tropical and subtropical fruit trees. This is the lemon guava, which, as you can see, has come back for a new season with its beautiful leaves. Right, new shoots, new growth, new everything. So I think it's year 8 now for this guy. And next to it is the Grumi Chama, which is this one here. So you can see the new growth there as well. This is one of my favorite cherries, by the way. So much better than the regular European cherry, which so many people, know only of. Wait till they try this one. Be blown away. So I've got a few of these in the greenhouse that have germinated from the seeds I sowed last summer. Oh, look, there's some flowers I just noticed. So it's starting to flower already. This is the Grumi Chama, by the way, or Brazilian cherry. Again, it's one of those multi-named plants. So pretty. That one's got buds. And then we have the actual flower there. You can see why my videos can be so lengthy for you that enjoy the beauty, not only the fruit, but the beauty of the plants, guys. It's like a beautiful woman or a beautiful man. You don't want to just have a glance. You want to really get into, well, what it has to offer, right? From every aspect. Well, that's how I see these tropical plants. And temperate. There are temperate plants that are very attractive as well. So that's the Grumi Chama, and that's the lemon guava, or as we call it in Australia, yellow cherry guava. And then up above we have the passion fruit, which is coming up to 2 years now up there. The first year to get established, and in the last 12 months it's been fruiting and flowering and spreading and doing its thing. And a few weeks ago I extended the wire, as I said I would do, because it was coming up to here, right up to the apex of the house, and all these guys here were dangling. All this was just dangling like that. So I continued the wire all the way across almost touching the callistamen here. Yep. So it won't take long for it to travel from that side there all the way across to here. I also extended this side too with a small piece, and already it's clung onto it just to make full use of the front. Yep. So even though I've got a crook back, I got up there and did it, guys. No one's gonna do it for me, so gotta do what you gotta do. And that's the view from a distance. It got cloudy again, typical. Anyhow, we move on. The red Chatute mulberry is beginning to turn red. It's hidden under there, so it's a bit hard to film, but you got some red ones coming faintly, right? Yeah, I think up in southeast Queensland these are already not only fruiting, but I think the season's over. I think they get the red Chatutes in September. So we're about 2 months behind here in Melbourne on the subtropics, but that's all right. Yeah, fully loaded. The red Chaturd. Only, I would say, 2 weeks away from having the first berries ripe. I would say first week of November. And by the way, the second week of November, around November 10, is when we finally exit the nasty aftermath of winter. Even though spring is spring in the tropics, it's not spring is spring here in the temperate zone. We can still have a lot of cold weather through spring, as you've heard, and that spell of cold is done away with completely by week 2 in November, or late spring. But by then it's not really spring anymore. It's the early signs of summer. Here is the Wampy, which is also been around here for a while, around 7 or 8 years, believe it or not, and it's only up to my chest, barely up to my chest, that point there. So yeah, 8 years to grow 4 foot 10. Yeah, not even 1.3 meters. Very, very slow. Very, very slow. I'm guessing it's because of the soil being so compacted. Why it's stunted in its growth. Yeah, after 8 years, this guy should be at least as big as the white Sapote, which is also 8 years old. They're the same age. These two guys are the same age, and he's double the height. Right? Tropical. Big difference in size. And trust me, he gets spoiled more. He gets double the fertilizer, he gets double the water than the white Sapote does. He gets pampered, and yet he's the shorty. Yep, I haven't neglected him at all, whatsoever. Pampered him. But he's getting there. Just have to be very patient. Patience is the key with some of these guys. Some of them, not all of them. Some of them, like the mulberry here, doesn't require any patience. It's a crazy tree. It's an insane tree. No pampering, no double watering, no fertilizing, no nothing. You plant a mulberry and you walk away and you say, that's all you're getting. And guess what he does? He rewards you in under a year with mulberries. Now, he's your best friend. Trees like this are best mates. So easy. So easy. No cold, no heat, nothing can touch him. Even if it's 44 Celsius, right? 110 Fahrenheit. He's happy. And if it's frosty and cold, down to 0, he's happy. Mulberries, guys. Plant as many as you can fit. Whereas this fella here, he's a lot different to the mulberry. This is the black sapote, also known as the chocolate pudding fruit. He doesn't like 45. I don't think he does. And he doesn't like sub-freezing. At least I think he doesn't. I haven't tested him either side. But I do know he doesn't like the wind. Right? He hates the wind. Like the what's his name? Starfruit. Carambola doesn't like the wind either. Yeah. But he's coming up now to be a nice tree. Again, a lot of patience required with a black sapote. What's that? Yeah, so you got all kinds of critters out here doing their thing as I'm doing mine. And he's got one little teeny weeny fruit, which is all he's given us for this season, this past season. I don't know if it'll ever get to full size, but that's all we got from this chap. Yeah. But the good news is he survived 2 winters out here in the unprotected front yard, which is like a slasher of cold for 6 months. No protection at all. 2 of them. And he's 7 feet tall. Yeah, 2.1 meters. Maybe 2.2 meters. So I'm pretty happy. From here on, it's gonna just cruise on its own. I've done my bit. Planted him, nurtured him, staked him, gave him what he needed, and now he has to give me back. Now it's my turn to reap from him. He has to give me. And by the way, before the 2 years in the ground, he was 2 years in a pot on the side of the house. So it's a 5-year-old tree. The black sapote, one of 5 or 6 that I have. I can't remember. I have to stop and think. And then we have the white sapote, which many of you just love, and some of you have yet to taste, and some of you are pushing to grow yourselves, which is good to hear. Finally, I want to see more and more of these beautiful trees growing here in Melbourne. And I don't want to take any of the what do you call it? Fame for promoting them over the last 5-6 years. I want you to, right? To me, it's not important. What's important is to know that they're a common tree. Finally. So keep going, guys. Keep pushing. The white sapote. And since we're on white sapote, here's the Hawaiian Supreme with loads of fruit. This is my favorite variety because of its crusty brown sugar taste. And look at that. He didn't do anything for the last 2 years other than tease us with a handful of fruit. But this year, that is next year, he's going to give us well over 100 fruit. And I'm thrilled. Look at that. Absolutely thrilled by the Hawaiian Supreme. It's absolutely loaded. He's been like this only twice in the last 7 years. And this will be the third time that he's given us his full measure. I mean, everywhere. Everywhere I can point the camera, it's abundance. Which is absolutely amazing. Yeah. Even on the drooping branches, which I usually cut off. The Hawaiian Supreme, white Sapote. Anyway, we'll cover this guy when these fruits get bigger, because some of them are going to drop, of course. And we'll let you know in an update. How things turned out. Yep, that's what you want. You want a tree like this. Not a tree that wastes your time and your space and your effort and your money, right? So there you go. And the lemon gold over there, which gave us the biggest, fattest white sapotes of all, is behind with the timeline. He's not gonna start flowering and fruiting. Actually, he's starting to flower now. I was gonna say till summer. He's a late starter, but he's already started. But no fruit. No fruit until summer. But he's loaded, as he is every year. This guy here is the most, if you're gonna pick one white sapote for production, for consistency, and for the least amount of disease problems, this is the one. The lemon gold. And the Vernon. But the Vernon's only fruited for me 1 year. This guy's been fruiting for me for 7 years. Hasn't missed one season. And then we have the white Chatute Mulberry. Remember this guy? Under the power lines? Yeah, he's gonna keep me busy for the next 7-8 months. Trimming and cutting and pruning the tops up there. But that's alright, he rewards me nicely. Well, this year he's gonna reward me nicely. He didn't last year, because last year I butchered the heck out of him. Like the biggest hack of all. And when you do that, you can lose a season. But this year, wow. It's a jungle of growth and fruit. So I'm pretty excited. This is our favorite mulberry, by the way, the white Chaturd. Kim likes the red one. I like the white one. Yeah, I like it because the birds don't see it. Doesn't need to be netted. It's gone all cloudy again. Check this one out. How big the blossom is on him. It's a banana stalk or flower that's coming on this transplant that I put here a year and a half ago. Massive, massive stalk. And I got him from those guys down there. I transplanted him from down there whilst he was like 7 feet tall, huge sized. And now he's flowering, yeah, for the first time. So I'm really excited about what kind of fruit we get from him. Bunches. And whilst we're here, we have a smaller rack, which is almost ready from winter. Yep, these are much smaller fingers, but we still eat them. And more importantly, I like to use the stem as mulch, right? All that. Thanks a lot to put around the garden. And whilst we're here, we have another small banana blossom that opened about 2 or 3 weeks ago. Yep. So banana activities non-stop here all year round. So one is coming and the other one is going. Picking him in about a month, and this one came about a month ago, guys. And then we got the big whopper in there. Wow. Cassette Apple will be ready in about a month or so, November, early December. It's the only one we got this year on the Paxton Prolific. Hopefully it'll be sweet. It's only a mid-sized fruit, unlike previous years where it was almost double the size, but it wasn't to be this year. So hopefully next year we'll have bigger and more and sweeter Cassette apples here at Fruitopia. Out of the 5 papayas that I planted in the front yard, in ground, last summer, that is last December, only this one survived. The others all rotted and perished. And that little bag there, believe it or not, is due to the snails coming up and eating. Look at this. Not only do I have a battle against the cold, the wind, the frost, what else? The birds, right? You name it, we have it all here. We've got snails that say, wow, everything made it, I'm gonna finish it off. So what they do is they climb up from their little snail nest in there, or wherever in there, in the night, and they climb up and they eat all the new green growth. Can you believe that? Yeah, I've had to put a bird net to keep the snails out of chewing the new growth coming up at the top. It took me about 2 weeks to figure it out. So for 2 weeks I were munching on the new green tips here before I put a bag up there. Unreal. I'm telling you guys. It's not as easy as plant and forget with a papaya. It's not like the mulberry, that's for sure. Yeah, no rot at all. Not even down to the bottom. But crossing my fingers that I don't get jinxed. Hopefully we'll get some fruit if it decides to shoot up over summer. Right? Unlike the other papayas that rotted, this one is still rock hard. Another lemon guava here, coming back to life with new growth. Oh wow, there's some black cockatoos. Hear them? That's what they sound like, black cockatoos. Yep, we hear you. These are pineapple guava flowers coming. And there's like a ton of flower buds. You can see. Like hundreds. The same with this pineapple guava. That's covered with buds, and so is that one, fully loaded with buds, thousands of them. So it's very overabundant. Oh, by the way, some guy in the comments a few days ago said I should pull out all my pineapple guavas. I think that's what he said. Remove them all three of them that are 7 years old, and start all over again, because I might have anthracnose. I don't know where you got that idea, because of what happened to the Mexican cream guava. Remember the rotten fruit on the Mexican cream? He said, wow, I reckon the disease has spread from your Mexican cream to all your guavas, so you better pull them all out. So take advice from comments on YouTube with a little grain of salt, guys. Anyhow, this is the Suriname cherry, which has been flowering on and off since August. It can't make up its mind if it's going to give me first fruits ever after 8 years. Flowering, stopping, flowering, stopping. Give me some dang fruit already. Stop teasing me. 8 years. Yeah. Super patience required for this guy. And we're gonna wrap it up with the Glen Mango, which has given me fruit, unlike the Suriname cherry. And I'm betting that it's gonna give me some more fruit again this summer. Too bad it's not sunny to show the shiny new leaves. But Melbourne's weather has got a mind of its own that we can't manage. So yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed the update. Mid-spring, front yard. I'm doing another one of the backyard coming up. Yeah, there is a little bit of a, what do you call it, scale on the on some of the leaves, but you're gonna get that. You're gonna get scale. You're gonna get anthracnose. You're gonna get this. You're gonna get that. It's part of the deal with fruit trees, especially these sensitive tropicals. All right, guys. Oh, just in time for the sun. I spoke too early. All right. Please like and share, and also subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Look forward to part 2 coming up of the backyard. And we'll see you from the next video, guys. Thanks for being super patient for these extra long videos. I'm in the garage now. Bye, guys.